Okay. Here we go. I've just aspired to be faceless today.
Um, you should try Opera, like download Opera because you can control how much of your CPU and RAM it uses.
Okay, I'll try that. I also know that my husband downloaded a backup software that runs in the background. And I actually closed that out because that's the only difference between the last time that we played and I didn't have any problems and this time is that he had downloaded that software so that it automatically backs up my computer. So hopefully that makes it run a little smoother. But yeah,
Also, you should just use his setup.
I can't. Like he doesn't want me on his computer. I'd love to, but we are planning on me building another computer for me. Maybe the end of this year when parts, get a little cheaper.
Yeah, when parts
Don't
become
try to find a
available.
3080
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, no, it's just
Mine's
impossible.
mine's been on back order for since October.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because they're all buying up the parts and then selling them for insane prices. It's
I
dumb.
just got
Yeah.
extremely lucky, and my local computer parts store had what I was looking
Oh,
for a
nice.
fairly reasonable price. And it was like the last one, and I was just like, well, okay, I'm gonna commit.
This is a
Wait,
sign. This is a
Yeah,
sign.
exactly.
you haven't used your Magic 8 Ball yet.
Oh my
I
gosh, come
used
on, Eunice.
I used it last session.
Oh, like you can't
On the
use it
boat.
again?
Not
Well,
for an advantage.
it's not a cozy item, or I don't have it written as one. If
Oh,
that's what you mean. But I mean, I'll gladly take another cozy item.
you can put it as your cozy item. That's fine.
Awesome.
So we come back and after commercial, and Johan is frozen to me, which is sad because
Well, can you hear me though?
I can hear you. It's just your face is frozen. But maybe you'll unfreeze in time.
Hopefully, because if not, oh boy, I don't
Um,
know how it's going.
so you guys get through the night. It does turn into evening. Like I said, this is a very busy restaurant. You're waiting like hours for your food. Laura has been abducted to the kitchen and put on like onion chopping duty, and it's
Oh no,
just uh you
I don't
don't
get
get to
paid
hang
for this.
and you don't get paid because
Very
Flanagan
tolerable.
Flanagan does not exist. So
They were waiting for someone, whoever that is. It didn't come by. They're getting paid.
like, but you were here. Etienne,
Pay for people by a check each night.
and yeah, but
Really?
at least you get whatever tips that you pick up from the tables.
I
So
mean, it's only Etienne table and Bella and I mean Catherine and Carolyn. So I'm thinking it's like $5.
Oh
No,
no.
we
no,
would've
it
tipped
would be
well.
yeah, it would
Carolyn
be,
and Catherine would definitely have tipped
and
well.
Etienne would have also tipped very like profusely.
Really?
I feel like
Good.
he's a man of meager means, but he has a lot of money, but he wouldn't know it because he just is very humble because he's
Right.
Etienne. And
Right.
but yeah, you got like a $50 tip.
Wow.
And
Big
he
bank.
Nice.
he treated Eunice to a 5-course meal. You got everything from appetizer to dessert. Um it was awesome except you didn't roll high enough to get any clues from him, so I'm sorry.
Oh.
But they
um
had a good time.
but y'all had a good time and he at the end of it he's like, "Well, I hope that we can do this again soon."
Does he have clues?
Silence.
He could have if pineapple rolled better.
Great. No problem. No problem. So what are you
So
saying to
Etienne,
your...
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, dear.
He's like, "Wait, before you say another word."
Oh no.
I picked this out special for you, and I wanted to wait until the very end of the night, but I just can't wait any longer. And he pulls out this jewelry thing. It's not a ring or anything, but it's and he opens it as this beautiful pearl necklace. Like big pearls. He's like, I thought this would go really well with uh your dresses or whatever you choose to wear.
Catherine's in the corner, definitely documenting this with her phone.
Carolyn's just like silently freaking out in the corner.
Laura's trying not to cry over the
What-
onions everybody else is eating.
What did I'm sorry for interrupting you, Eunice. What did you need to
No.
say?
Etienne, I think you're a very stand-up gentleman. However,
Carolyn's cutting her death looks.
Eunice?
Yes, do not reject this man.
It's definitely died down in the restaurant. We're coming to the end of the night.
Oh,
You guys can hear
goodness.
what's going on. Laura, you might even be hearing as you're busboying the tables and
I probably hear like from one of the other people that are bussing. It's like, wow, that guy just pulled up a whole necklace of pearls. Like, what? Who did that? Who was that? Show me.
The anxiety.
It's real. It's for real.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
It's been a long time since I've really gotten to get to know a lady since my wife died 15 years.
Etienne, it's been one date. I see you at the fish market on Sundays, occasionally.
Oh,
And with all due respect, Robin was the only man for me, and he is gone. And I am sorry, but that is how I will stay.
Oh, poor guy. Woo.
He's dead.
Okay, my friend literally just sent me the most dumb meme in the middle of that. I hate him.
He
You can
is.
tell, if you look closer, you can tell the exact
Pineapple
moment
taste
his
killed.
heart broke
You
too.
killed my belief in love, Pineapple.
Yeah, as you're saying that, Etienne looks so taken aback, and he is like, well, I understand how you feel because Lucy definitely, she was my flame, but she's gone now. But anyway, if that's how you feel, that's okay. I still want you to have this. And he gives it to her.
I'm not saying we can't be friends.
No. You don't have to say anything else. I understand. I hear you. Just take this, and I'm glad I was able to treat a lady such as yourself to a dinner that she definitely deserved.
Okay, Etienne. I'll see you on Sunday.
Okay.
And I think Eunice leaves. Eunice does not take the necklace.
He's standing there, with it holding out, and he looks like he's going to cry.
Oh
Catherine definitely puts her phone away and goes over to Etienne and is like,
She had been, zoomed in,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen? Then
she just puts her arm around him just to comfort him and tries not to gag on the fish smell, but just pats his back and just not trying to give off the wrong vibe, but just comforting him in that
yeah,
moment.
he
My husband, here we come.
he's
Very out of character.
he
for
looks
her.
he looks at you and he's like, I didn't realize Eunice's friends were here. And we cut to Eunice, who is storming down the sidewalk at night
Eunice
and
hears that
needs
and-
to roll a night move.
Yes!
On the way
Oh,
out,
this
on the
is
way out,
karma.
on the way out, I think Eunice hears that and goes like, "It was just a wig in a bad accent. It was just a wig in a bad accent." Okay, what am I rolling? Just
I would say probably composure, because you're trying to keep your composure, because you lost it. Poor Etienne. Poor man.
my best stat.
He's just eating pineapple, thank you.
You're welcome. I got a 9.
Okay. And what were you trying to do?
Get out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you do. You are just walking, and the streets are like vacant. It is just you and the street lamps. It's the salty wind in your face. Um, Let me see this real quick. Yeah. What are you afraid might happen? Well, it's too late for that. Oh wait, because it's a 9 and that's a partial success. Thanks. I'm treating all this like a total success. So what would you be afraid that would happen by striking off on your own?
Well, Eunice is definitely the lover, not the fighter. So basically, if anything happens,
Etienne
Eunice,
wouldn't know that.
Etienne would
What?
totally know that.
What? Okay, now
I'm just gonna give you crap about it. Okay, no, go ahead.
okay. I think Eunice would just be afraid that she can't just make it home and like forget about this. I think Eunice is like, it was nice, but the entire thing was a little much.
Yeah. So Eunice, um you're walking along and you're just got an overload going on in your brain. I feel like you're just like overstimulated. You're yeah, gonna get kidnapped totally. Um
I'm
uh
about to have a panic attack in the middle of the street, aren't I?
you no, you end up turning down an alleyway that you could have sworn you knew was like a shortcut to your house during the day. But
Cinnamon roll.
but you quickly find the more that you walk that you are lost. And it is dark and you're walking further and further away from like the light of lamps. And as you're walking, you hear this like mechanical noise. And Laura, you also hear this mechanical noise.
What?
What? Wait, am I? So I don't know where I am at all. Right?
Yeah, right. You just took some turns. You thought you took a shortcut, and then you're walking, and then you're like, wait a second, this
Does it
isn't
even
it.
look familiar or not familiar at all?
It looks like a bunch of buildings. Like there's no lights on.
Can
Okay.
I roll to see like figure out what the wording is? Or
What
like
the
where it's coming
wording
from, I
on?
guess?
The mechanical. To you, it's just like all around, kind of. And I would say that Laura can hear it from outside of the restaurant, like towards the back, like going out the back of the restaurant. You can hear it faintly. And then Etienne and Catherine are holding each other and crying. And then Carolyn
Carolyn is crying in the corner.
is crying at the corner, so they don't
Oh,
really
no.
notice.
I
So,
would like to try and find the origin of said sound.
okay.
Laura's gonna do the same. She's gonna walk outside and follow the sound.
Okay. Etienne, he steps away from Catherine and he says, "Thank you. This was really hard for me to try and do this again after Lucy died, but there's probably a woman out there. Eunice is a fine woman." And he goes on and on about how much he likes her, blah blah blah. Shows Catherine the necklace. And then he gives Catherine the necklace and says, "Will you please give this to her? Make sure it ends up in her care." And then he leaves. Like, no chance. Like, he just leaves it. He can't keep it. And then Chef Francois comes out of the kitchen doors and he's like, "It's closing time. You must go. You must get out."
Shut up, Francois. Love it. Yeah.
Catherine puts the pearl necklace in her purse and then tries to gather Carolyn.
Carolyn is a little drunk. A lot more than usual.
Okay.
More than the flask.
That's fair. So obviously Catherine would take care of Carolyn, her good friend, and help her out to the outside to the fresh air.
Do you guys
Yeah,
notice
Carolyn
the
just, like,
absence of your
sobbing.
friends?
Yes, it's going through Catherine's mind, but I feel like just either leaving Carolyn or bringing Carolyn to go find them is going to be a chore, or she's going to get she's going to wander off on her own. So Catherine calls a cab.
Okay.
I was a
Roll the
For
call the
Carolyn.
cab. See if you
Roll to call a cab. Just kidding. The cab comes. The cab picks at least Carolyn up. Does Catherine also? What are y'all doing?
No, Catherine just gives the cab driver Carolyn's address.
You gave this strange man my address. I can't believe you. Why wouldn't you just ride with me? I could have called somebody. Why are you wasting your money on this poor man? Why are you giving him my address?
Are you going to be able to cope if we go and look for Laura and Eunice who are missing right now? Are you going to pull yourself together?
They're missing.
They're missing. Do you see them here? You are the most self-absorbed woman I know.
You need to look in a mirror once in a while. And she
I'm not
wipes
the
her
one that
face.
didn't notice our friends were missing.
Well, I sure noticed that my friend just blew off one of the best men that could ever walk into her life. That ain't any of our lives. He's a sweetheart. Oh, I'm gonna cry again.
Would you like to take the cab home, or are you going to pull
No.
yourself together?
I'm gonna put myself together.
You're a grown woman. Now get yourself out of that car.
I'm more than a grown
The,
woman.
the cab driver is so confused. He's like, "Lady, do you want to ride or not?"
She puts the 50 that she was going to give she was gonna give the host. She just like pushes it up and like through the little fiberglass window and like drops it like over his chest and onto his lap, and then she gets out of the car. Like
when he sees the 50, he like his whole demeanor changes. He's like, "Oh, thank you, ma'am. I hope you
yeah.
have a safe night. And call me. Here's my card. If you need anything, just give me a call."
I sure appreciate that, and I'm sure you appreciate my money too.
You can.
Now, if you want some more of that money, you better scurry on down and make sure no other young ladies get hurt. Because I'm an old woman. My time here, it ain't shit anymore. Now, those young women, they got their lives lived.
He
Go find a
he has already driven off. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not listening.
$50 and he couldn't even let me finish my godforsaken sentence.
It
Alright.
was a very long sentence.
Carolyn fans herself for a second and then decides.
We hop over. Yeah, you guys, you wander down. Laura, you need to roll a night move.
Night move. I'm gonna remember very fast. but
Oh,
those are-
before you do, when you do something risky or face something you fear, the risky thing is going off and looking for Eunice. You need to tell me how you're afraid what will happen if you fail or lose your nerve.
Mhm. I also hear the hum, right?
Mhm.
The sound,
It's like a deep mechanical sound.
right? Because I don't know that Eunice is like lost. I just went out looking for the sound.
That's right. What are you afraid will happen if you fail?
I'm afraid I'll hear my dead husband's voice.
Okay, it's worse than you fear because not only will you hear his voice, or at least what you think is you hearing his voice, because like it's so quiet and that's the only noise and it's like pressing in around you, you will actually gain the condition of paranoid, and you will take a -1. Oh, we'll say you get you roll with a -1 on composure.
Okay. Does that count in the roll I'm about to make right
No,
now?
it does not. That's what happens if you fail that roll, and you can choose to
Oh,
continue or not.
yes. Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm there with you. Okay, I'm gonna roll. Hopefully, I will fail because that's more fun.
Ooh, a 12?
Oh my god!
On a
What?
12, you do what is intended, or you hold steady, and I will give you some extra benefit or advantage. So, this is what happens. I wish you could see my
Okay.
face and the excitement. Um, Laura, you walk without a problem. You feel a little creeped out, but you like bolden. Hey, Bella, could you stop playing with your dice? I can totally hear it. It's very loud.
Oh, my mic was muted. What?
Is that Bella? Were you playing with your dice?
I was playing with the lid to
Oh,
this.
that's
Oh yeah,
totally
we
what I could
definitely hear
hear.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my mic.
It
I
wasn't.
bet it's the. I bet you're using the wrong mic.
Oh, that's probably what it is. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know. So
We're
Laura
professional, guys. We're professional.
is walking down. You embolden yourself, like you gain like a new sense of confidence. Not only that, is you were able to catch a glimpse of Eunice's dress like going around the corner. And so you are right on her tail. And she seems to be
Whoa.
walking towards the same noise that you're hearing.
Oh, wow. Okay, 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 okay,
And
okay.
now we hop over to Eunice. Yes, Bella? What's up?
I thought you were gonna switch it over to us, and I
Oh.
was gonna say no, not yet.
Oh, okay, Eunice. Eunice, you you find that the noise is taking you closer and closer to the bay, like the beach.
Do I get the sense that it's in the water?
No, it's
Okay, good.
you're not quite there yet. You just
Okay,
know
okay.
you do like get your bearings around you the further you go, and you know the beach is like right up ahead, like the little boardwalk to get to the beach.
What?
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep heading towards the noise until I can figure out what is causing it. Or I guess until I'm like I can hear it enough that I'm sure it is coming from some like distinct area.
Okay. Yep, you are headed that way. And it's not long before Laura, you can hear her footsteps coming up behind you. What do? You don't know it's her.
Yeah, I think I turn around very dramatically. Um
Yeah, I told you.
no, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking more of a like stop, who is it? You know, cuz I don't think she is completely fine with being out alone at that dark.
Oh, wow. Uh, um, I think
I think she
little.
has like her hands out like she's like gonna fight, but you know.
I think, Laura hears you and realizes it's you, and I think she goes, "Well, hello, it's me, your waitress." I'm kidding, I'm kidding. It's me. What are you doing outside? It's late.
Well, I was on my way home. But then I heard this, well, then I got lost, and then I heard this noise, so I
Uh-huh.
decided to investigate said noise.
You
Do
hear
you
the
hear it?
noise?
It's kind of like yeah, it's kind of like mechanical like whirring sound. And I can tell it's coming from like the beach somewhere. So I was going to go investigate.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the beach at night. I'm in. Uh,
Cuz nothing bad happens there at night.
Nothing bad has ever happened at the beach at night.
Right.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. But
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, I heard the noise too. I thought I was gonna hear, my dead husband, but it didn't happen. So
Well, that's good unless you're wanting to hear him, and in which case that's not
I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't know what I want,
and that's okay.
but thank you. Actually, thank you. But the noise, it's kind of scaring me. So
Yeah, I was kind of
What do you want?
expecting it to just be like, some kid like, you know, messing with some car, I don't know, something, but
Oh, if
I
it
feel
was
like
a
that would be a
kid.
little, yeah, I feel like it would be a little more loud if that's what was going on.
And
Yeah,
as
I
you
mean,
guys discuss what this noise actually sounds like, we hop on over to Catherine and Carolyn, and you guys have already started off towards, like, where are you going? What are you doing?
Do we hear the noise? The
Yeah,
sound?
you do.
I think intuitively we'd know that our friends would go to investigate that noise. So we would start to head that way.
We're not nosy
I
at
think.
all.
I don't know. Carolyn, how do you feel about investigating the noise?
The last time she did something at night, something real bad happened, but she might as well find her friends to make sure that nothing else happens.
Yes. Sticking
She also
together is
thinks that
definitely.
she also thinks that maybe, just maybe, we should call the police about something.
Yeah, you know what? I think we should call the police and we should have a little bonding moment while we can.
What are you implying?
Oh, that poor man, Etienne. He just reminded me of my first late husband, James Moore. Oh, so pathetic. So pathetic. But so darling. Like, he was such a darling.
Oh,
Well, it must have been darling enough for you to marry him.
I mean,
I meant that as a compliment. I
the,
know I say a lot of sassy things to you, but I didn't mean that to be.
the pearls were really nice. Cheap, but nice.
You know, you
Actually, retconning. Just so you know, those pearls are like really expensive. Like he went all out. The pearl necklace,
But compared
they're
to, like, I
real.
feel like Carolyn and Catherine wouldn't wear pearls because they make a woman look cheap.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
but it was very
Yeah. Oh,
expensive.
not
Yeah.
the quality
I
or
get
the
you. I get you.
yeah.
I hear
only
you. I just wanted to let
gemstones,
you know they're not like plastic.
Yeah, no.
only gemstones and diamonds for these ladies.
Right. Right.
I'm so embarrassed that I've been using the wrong mic this whole time and that I've been playing with the lid of my minutes. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's no good.
okay.
It's no good. It's all good. It's okay.
So good.
Um,
Actually, the same.
you guys need to roll your night moves if you strike off, but before you do, I need to know what you're afraid will happen if you fail.
Well, I think Carolyn wants to call the police first, right?
Oh, would you like to call the police? Go for
I
it.
think if we have more people on the case and more light in the situation, it will go better.
Okay, who's calling the police, Carolyn or Catherine?
Her fake husband, so it's gonna be her. And it's her idea.
Aren't you such a doll?
So, Carolyn, you call the police line, and none other than Sheriff Werman Dalrymple answers, and he says, "Hello, what's your emergency? How may I help you?"
Well, you were late for dinner the other night, so I was just calling to make sure that you were okay.
Who is this? Miss Reinback? Is that you? You know better than to prank these phone lines. These are he like goes off on you.
Shut up for a minute. I can tell you what's wrong.
What is wrong now? What have you gotten yourself into?
I didn't get myself into any sort of trouble. My friends got themselves into trouble.
Uh-huh.
And I need help finding them before bad things
Finding
happen.
them? What do you mean
Yes,
finding
they
them?
Maybe if you shut up and listen. You know, this is where all our marital problems come from.
What are you talking about? I was there. I'm happy. Carolyn, where are you?
I'm right outside.
I will send a patrol car immediately. He hangs up.
Oh, you can pay it
Yeah, are you guys just gonna wait for the car?
Catherine's
might be
gonna
best.
start going
Oh.
towards the noise because she's afraid, like her friends could be in trouble by
Okay.
the time they get to that noise.
So what are you afraid might happen as you're walking along in the dark? If you fail.
If I fail, I feel like while she's walking along in the dark, that she may lose her footing.
And it's worse than you fear because not only will you lose your footing, you will also. What's something precious to you that you have on you right now?
The doilies.
Oh, you will lose those doilies.
Wait, the doilies you gave to me earlier?
No, I also have
Okay.
some just left over in my purse
Okay.
that I
I
haven't
just
given you
was
yet.
clarifying.
I thought you were gonna mention the pearls.
Oh yeah, the pearls.
Oh yeah,
Can we?
yeah.
Can I lose the pearls? Okay.
You will not only like hurt your ankle very badly, it's worse than you fear because you will lose the pearls that Etienne had entrusted you with.
And not realize it.
Or not, yeah, you wouldn't realize it. So go ahead and roll your night move.
Wonderful. If I break a heel, I'm not going to be happy about this. How do I roll a night move?
You just roll regular 2d6
Okay.
plus whatever.
Plus a. I'm going to go with
You just click your ability and then roll, and I think
my
that should
composure.
be composure. Yeah.
Don't fail me now.
Oh,
Okay,
Thank
a
the Lord.
10. On a 10, you do what you intended and you hold steady. Describe what it looks like.
Yeah, so Catherine carefully takes each step, very careful not to, you know, stumble. And she's really listening for the noise. I feel like she's probably got her cell phone flashlight out, but it's like an older cell phone, so it's not that bright. And her cell phone's probably like almost out of battery because she was recording that whole pearl thing that whole time. Probably
She
used
must
up
have
a
an
lot of.
iPhone.
Yeah, probably used up her. It's like an iPhone 4.
I want you to roll for meddling real quick.
Okay.
Excuse
And
me.
that'll just be reason. Use reason on that.
A
9.
9.
On meddling 7 to 9, there's a complication.
Dun dun dun.
You. Okay. As you're walking along, and Carolyn, if you followed Catherine into the night, you'll see this too. You hear this
Sure.
barking, around the corner, and it's this fluffy white dog, little fluffy white dog. And it's got like this bright pink collar with like rhinestones in it and like obvious dog tags. It obviously has an owner and it like barks at you and long enough for you to like see it and then it runs off.
Huh.
Sure, I'm glad
In
that
the
Fleabag didn't attack us.
in the direction of the sound, or
Um,
not in the direction of the sound?
it went around the corner and then it's gone.
I wonder whose dog that was and why it's out so late off a leash.
We have bigger problems to worry about.
We flash back over to Laura and Eunice, and you guys have approached the beach. And you recognize this area as the place where Mr. Krause's body washed up. Um, and over, like, exactly X marks the spot where Albert Krause's body was found, you see a small group of individuals darkly clothed, and it seems like what you thought was a mechanical sound, you actually notice like it's kind of chanting, and they're mumbling and muttering and their heads are down. They don't seem to take notice of you.
What are they muttering?
You
Can we
can't.
hear?
You can't. It almost sounds like a prayer chant or something.
well,
I don't like this. I say to
yeah,
Laura.
yeah. Laura's gonna look at you and say, "I agree with you, but I really, really want to know what they're saying.
I
We should
also am in that boat.
Okay, two options. We can either run at them really fast and try to spook them, and we'll have no choice but seeing their faces, or we try to sneak there and try to listen.
I think I like the sneak and listen approach better.
Sneak,
But
sneak.
what do you what's your input?
Well, I like both, but I was gonna let you decide.
Well, I can see advantages to both. Uh,
I love that they're
but
having this
also,
little conversation like right up, like it's a stone's throw away from that group that is praying and stuff.
are they wearing like robes, like dark robes or anything like that? Like
Yeah, hooded
no, it looks like
figures.
basic
Okay.
basic cult.
My lamp
Um,
turned out, so I'm gonna go turn it back on.
Okay.
I just think that if we go in headstrong, we really don't know what they might have in front of them. Like maybe they have knives or guns.
okay. Okay.
What if they have guns? Oh my gosh, what if they have guns?
We'll tell them we have guns. They don't know.
What are two of us gonna do against however many of them?
There's like
there are?
6. There's probably
What are-
I don't know.
6 or 7.
I think we go for the stealthy approach, and then if they like see us, maybe then we run.
And before you guys can move,
Time's yours.
Catherine and Carolyn, you guys, your walk has come to, you see your friends in the distance arguing about something. And then they look like they're about to, you guys, Carolyn and Catherine, you, see Eunice and Laura in the distance towards the beach. And they're arguing about something. What do you do?
I'm not gonna call out to them. That's stupid.
I think Catherine will pick up the pace to try and catch up to them, or to at least to where they are.
Carolyn's going to follow, clutching her purse tightly to her person.
Why doesn't Carolyn make a night move? Because you haven't done that yet.
For
I'm
what?
gonna say it's composure.
This is a sneaking mission, Snake.
Get sniped.
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
Oh, tell me what you're afraid's gonna happen if you fail.
I'm gonna
Gonna be too quiet.
It's gonna be too good.
trip and fall in the sand. I'm not gonna break anything. I'm just gonna embarrass myself even more because all I do is embarrass myself. Because I'm a big dummy guy.
It's worse than you fear because you're not in the sand yet. Eunice and Laura are already across.
I said I would fall specifically in the sand. That's what I'm afraid what would happen.
Oh, no. This has to happen like where you're walking. You would actually
Well, the occult's already reached out to me. Maybe they can just teleport me over to the sand.
if you fail,
Snore.
you will step off of the curb and you will instinctively reach out to catch yourself and you will break your wrist.
Savvy.
It's true. When you fall, you're not supposed to brace.
Yeah, you're just supposed to flop. So would you like to roll anyway?
I'm not even trying to do anything dangerous. I'm just trying to
You
keep
know
up with
what's
my friends.
dangerous is trying to keep up with a long-legged woman like Catherine. Yeah, I know this because my mom was like 6 foot tall and I had to book it to keep pace with her.
Walking causes at least 65 incidents a year.
Don't be the 1 in 65.
Exactly.
And we could totally cut to commercial. Let's go.
Yeah. Ooh,
And we also have two golden crown moves that we could make.
I also have an ability that will just let me say no, you don't take damage.
So just roll the move.
Yeah.
Essentially, you have plot armor, all right?
Mhm.
What's the golden crown move again?
That's where you get a clue.
This grain of sand. It's related. I don't know how, but it's related.
Sand and fish, they both come from the ocean.
Roll composure.
This isn't natural sand. It's from the Home
Oh,
Depot.
hey, okay.
Look
So-
at those rolls today.
You On a 7 and 9, you hold steady, but there is a complication or a cost. As you are... Okay. As you are trying to keep pace with Catherine, you just can't keep up with her. She has zoned in. She is locked on to Eunice and Laura. And up behind you, you hear this sound. Whoop, 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 whoop. And the patrol car comes right up next to you. And the sheriff is in there and says, Carolyn, Miss Carolyn Runback, get in. Get in this car. You shouldn't be walking alone. He doesn't...
I'm not alone.
He doesn't notice, like, ma'am, I don't need you meddling around. Please just get in the car.
Oh no.
Turn
Oh,
base.
no.
Damn high beams. My friend is right up there. He just got some long ass legs.
Miss Rhinebeck, it's really not safe for you to be walking out here alone. Yeah, this is the sheriff. So her complication night that happened was the patrol car came up right as she like lost pace with you. So you have like forged way ahead and she's way behind. And the sheriff's trying to intercept her.
Carolyn just
At least you still have your wig.
Oh, and
out of anger, she just keeps walking.
he's like, ma'am, I can't. And he goes, whoop, whoop. Like the sirens, he keeps like beeping them. He's like, Miss Rhinebeck, I need you to get in the vehicle. And he like
I
pulls
need you
up.
to follow me. I need you to follow me.
He pulls up the little thing, the audio thing, so that it goes out of the blowhorn of the or whatever. The telecom. He's like, ma'am, please.
I think Catherine
Halt.
would have turned around to help Carolyn at this point with the situation.
Laura and Eunice can also totally hear what's going on. This is not
I was
that
gonna
far
say, can we
away.
use this distraction to go and stealth away.
So yeah,
I'm trying to get
Catherine
divorce this man.
would have sped walked back to Carolyn and say, "Why are you making all that noise? It's the middle of the night. This is a noise disturbance, sir."
Oh,
I swear.
Miss Catherine, you are out here. Well, Miss Rhinebeck, she sometimes, sometimes places that she shouldn't be. I
Would your
didn't know
wife
her.
approve of you being with another woman?
I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am.
Well, it seems like you're coming on to Miss Carolyn,
Do
my
you-
friend Miss Carolyn, right now.
Well, that sounds like maybe it would be remedied by having two of you in the car.
No, that just.
I
sounds
don't
even
know why you were
worse.
making all the ruckus if you weren't trying to get her attention. It sounded to me like you were catcalling, telling her to get in your car.
He's like, he's getting so red. He's not red out of embarrassment. He is angry. He's like, listen, Miss Carolyn called me due
My
to
friends are missing.
missing.
I told you this on the phone.
Ma'am, we get a lot of phone calls.
I think there's an unauthorized gathering over there on the beach.
Oh, I
Some
wonder if
people
they have a
take care of
permit.
our weekend over there. They're wearing some cloaks and all of that.
Also,
mess.
I have a question for you, Sheriff. Now that you're here, how did Mr. Krause's body end up in Etienne's freezer?
Well,
And
Mr.
why did you allow it to be there?
Mr. Etienne is a family friend of the Krauses, and he agreed to keep the body for holding because our local morgue was filled up already with all the bodies of all the people that die in Brindlewood Bay. There was no room for Mr. Krause.
Someone with a lot of social skills here.
Anywho, you said there was a local gathering. He's like, "You ladies stay here. I'll go check it out." And he goes, "Whoop whoop." He's like,
Yeah, and we'd follow. Well, I'd follow.
Carolyn's following too.
He makes his way and he has his brights on, and he what's Laura and Eunice gonna do? You do see the brights and hear
I
the
wanted to use the distraction of that very
Yeah.
loud conversation
totally.
to get closer and like be sneaky. Just try and hear what they're saying. That's what I want.
Oh yeah, you don't
Yeah.
even have to roll. You do get closer. You cannot understand what these people are saying.
Does it
Oh,
sound like a
boy.
different language kind of thing?
Yeah.
Or
It could be Latin.
I
Oh.
wanna. Can I open Google Translate and just like put it on? Like it'll be bad, but like it'll be
Can,
something maybe.
can
No.
we find Google Translate?
No. You cannot do that. That's not something. Like even if you did pull
You
it
mean
up,
Google Translate can't do like Cthulhu? I don't understand.
that's not an option. You do notice something very strange though. You're able to get very close to these people and they do not acknowledge your presence whatsoever.
Or is
Oh,
there anything in the
no.
middle of their? Is there anything in the middle of their circle?
You can't see, there's too many. They're very
I
tightly packed together.
I want to say to
Laura,
Laura.
yeah,
I
go
want to
ahead.
say, okay, this might be bad, but give me cover. And she's gonna walk towards the circle, and she is going to like be nonchalant as she can and try and just blend in.
Oh boy.
Go
What is
ahead.
Laura gonna do?
Eunice, we're gonna do a night move here. And I need to tell you what you're afraid will happen if you fail.
You need to tell her what
Sorry,
it is?
no, I need you to tell me. My bad.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm afraid of so many things. I think I'm afraid that honestly, I'm afraid they're gonna like sacrifice me.
Um, it is worse than you fear because,
Or some human sacrifice.
right?
They're gonna
What
turn
is
me
your
into a
fear?
goat
I was
first.
thinking about what you're saying.
You're
It's
gonna sacrifice both of us.
it's worse than you fear because you I'm gonna say that it's worse than you fear because you will witness if you fail this roll and you get a glimpse of their face, you are going to need to put on a crown of the void.
Oh yes.
Well, I gotta do it now.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta do it now. So, would this be composure or sensitivity?
We're gonna go with sensitivity.
Worst stat, guys.
That's yes. That's good. This is what dreams are made of.
Don't
Yes.
you guys have like a +1 to anything?
Yeah, I have a
Yes.
+2 composure.
Yes.
Why did you
I'm
fail
so happy I failed this.
Laura's about to see her friend look into the void.
Yeah, guys, I'm so hyped right now.
Can we cut to commercial?
No, I want this to happen.
So actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to roll that you rolled for the occult move. When you engage in an activity related to the supernatural or the occult for the first time, imagine what your actions would look like as a move. Here we're going to say understand. Maybe, what do you think? What do you think? What would, because the point of the occult move is when you interact with the occult or supernatural, and if you succeed, which you did not, you create that move to be used for the rest of the game, and it is now a rollable move.
Oh.
But now what you have done is you've created a move by what you did that is no longer something you can ever do again in the game because you failed.
She
So
never
what
sneak
is
again.
that? Never sneak.
Well, okay, this is a little worse than I thought.
Sorry.
Sorry, Snake.
So wait, do I choose one of the moves or I come up with something?
I want you to come up with an original thing of what you're trying to do. Like I was thinking, understand the intention of an occult gathering, or
Trying
I
to
think
blend
what-
in with the occult?
Yeah, I think that's what she's trying to do is try and blend in.
blend in. Okay, blending in with the occult. So that is no longer something that you guys can do. Let me.
Any
All of us?
No, yeah, nobody is allowed to ever do that again. That now becomes a move.
Oh wow.
So, custom moves. Blend
Pariah.
I hope you guys
in.
weren't wanting to join. I'm sorry.
Blend in. with the
Catherine wouldn't
occult.
try probably.
No, infiltrate. Infiltrate.
Uh,
I mean,
I don't
kinda
think
same.
that she was. I think that's different. Like, because
Well, yeah, because
yeah,
she was just trying to get a better look by blending in. She wasn't
We
trying
may
to
have to
like listen to all their
infiltrate.
secrets and stuff.
yeah, right.
In the
And that might
future.
be more useful later.
Okay, yeah. So,
We just won't
not
try. We
alright.
just will.
All of their robes are just now not the same size for us.
Right.
They're always too small.
So yeah, and then let's look at the first crown of the void, a shadow in the garden. Hereafter, during cozy vignettes focused on you or cozy move scenes involving you, you must also narrate how dark entities subtly reveal themselves in the scene. So go ahead and check that. And yeah, you got to make sure to include dark things. Poor Eunice. Eunice is too pure for this.
She deserves this.
She
And
asked for this.
yes.
I did ask.
She did
Um,
storm out after dismissing A10.
yeah. And Eunice,
Zach, Zach.
what caused this like darkness to come over you is you saw the face of one of these robed figures and it almost looked like they didn't even have a face.
I thought he was gonna.
It was a
say,
flash.
"Dead husband."
I thought we were gonna be like squid people.
No. Yeah, but even with you there, they do not do anything. And and as you are approaching them and you've done this, the patrol cars come up and it's boop boop, you know, doing that. And he's flashing his lights. They are not reacting. They just keep chanting, mumbling, murmuring. What does everybody else do?
Laura's gonna try to
Have a
barge in.
conversation.
Just barge in the middle of the thing.
I don't think Eunice is moving.
You're just gonna stand there. What's
I think Eunice is very confused.
I feel like Catherine and Carolyn have definitely made it to the beach by now. What do you guys do?
And Catherine would have complained the entire way how obnoxious the sheriff has been with his siren
Whoop whoop.
This poor
and the
man.
lights.
Brr, 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 brr.
And then she'd be like, by the way, Carolyn, you're welcome. I saved you again. I'm always saving you.
Well, I appreciate having such a good friend, even if he does voice.
Catherine enjoys hearing that. Brings a little tear to her eye.
So you guys, are you guys gonna do anything
To you.
Are we gonna do anything
about the crowd? You see Laura.
You,
Eunice is there. You see her. She's just kind of. I would say that Eunice probably is kind of frozen after
Yeah.
seeing that face. You've like darkness has come over you. You got your little personal rain cloud start to pitter patter on your head, and then Laura is like trekking off. She's like, I'm gonna shove some of these people.
Carolyn's gonna try to comfort her frozen in fear friend.
So you're that close to the group? She's like right there.
Up and talk to them. She's gonna come up and do it. I thought she was a little bit far away. Say, hey,
Yes.
darling, how you doing? Let's get you back home. Come on, you don't look so good.
Eunice does not respond, but if you like pull her, then she will follow. Like if you like tug on her shirt, then she'll follow.
Carolyn's gonna just gently just guide her off the beach.
The sheriff like shoos the both of you to his vehicle. He's like, go get in the car. I'll take care of this. These kids these days don't know what private property means, blah 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 blah.
Told you it was a Harry Potter weekend.
He's also heading towards the group. What's Catherine doing?
I think I want to use one of my little cozy items.
Okay.
I want to use my seeing eyeglasses for reading to see if I can tell anything about the individuals in the crowd. Like, I don't know,
Sorry.
any unique features
Any unique-
or like.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
hear
go ahead.
the-
What do I need to do?
You let me see here. Y'all can't hear that, can you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We
Sorry.
can.
Oh yes.
The,
I love it.
the cats are literally fighting on my desk. Okay. Let me look at y'all's special moves real quick. You don't want to use the Colt Seavers move and do something really cool.
Oh sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use my Colt Seavers move and help the sheriff break up the crowd.
Yeah, you could totally do that. What do you want to do? Front flip, side flip, somersault.
All of those.
All of
things.
those things.
Cartwheel, backflip, rounding, whatever cheerleader move she can do.
Roundhouse kick.
Yeah, that's the one. I think seriously though, Catherine would probably approach them and start like trying to pull individuals away from each other. Maybe it'll assist in getting Eunice out for Carolyn, so just like helping her. And then also assist the sheriff again after he told us to just wait in the car or whatever.
Yeah, as you start pulling people and breaking up the crowd, like the sheriff was having zero luck, and Laura, as you charged in, like they got a little disheveled, but they kept trying to like lock hands and like continue their whatever they're doing. But when Catherine came storming in and like successfully like pushed people apart, specifically whenever she was able to like get people to let go of each other, then they all like bowed their heads and began to disperse without a word.
Oh
Oh.
boy.
You're welcome,
Laura,
Sheriff.
Laura's probably gonna say very loudly to the crowd as they're dispersing, "We saw you. We know. We saw you."
We know your face.
No, we don't.
And we flash sideways as Carolyn she is finally home, and she walks into her dark home, and there is a hooded figure waiting for her.
Nope.
As per your Fox Mulder move.
I thought I asked you.
Well, I figured it's once per session, and we're about to end.
For mystery.
Oh, never mind. The dark figure suddenly disappears. You blink your eyes, and it actually wasn't there at all.
Once for
That's-
mystery.
Sorry.
That's worse.
But to be fair, I would say that this mystery will come to an end in 2 sessions. So,
Just take
but
it.
whatever.
Just do it.
Okay.
Peer pressure, peer pressure. Okay,
I already agreed.
retcon. The figure is still there.
Carolyn, like,
And
Carolyn blinks again and it's back.
Right. Which is even more terrifying because like you're relieved because you're like, oh, okay, there was nothing there, and then you like it was like, wait, it is. You need only describe what the scene looks like, the location, the physical environment, how the mysterious person arrives on the scene. Then the actual conversation happens off screen. So we'll go through that in a second. Let me see this. Tell the keeper that thresholds for each layer of the dark conspiracy are reduced by 1 void clue. Unidentifiable. So you need to like tell me what this place looks like and how the mysterious person got there.
You mean my house?
Yes, your house. That was locked.
They apparated in.
Carolyn enters her home, tired, disheveled, like eyes still swollen from crying so much at dinner. The keys jangle in the lock as she unlocks it. She drops it once, but then uses her foot to kind of launch it back up into the air, and she catches it. She's done this many a times, and it's come to be second nature to her. She opens the door, sighs, sets down her purse, and tosses her key into a side bowl on a table next to a case of umbrellas. Not a case, but a vase of umbrellas. A large standalone vase holding some Vera Bradley, and oh, what is that brand? Lularoe? Oh, it doesn't matter. Some high like brand name Southern company umbrella. It's really nice. It has pastels, bright colors. She turns on the 1920s ceramic and beaded lamp on the table and takes a look around her home. It, you can still smell the remnants of her lunch hanging in the air. She didn't open any windows to let it aerate. She didn't want anybody breaking in while she was out. She slowly pans around the room and sees a discomforting yet familiar figure sitting on her couch. You. What are you doing here?
And the conversation actually takes place off screen, as in
That's
nobody. Yeah, that's where we like cut out, fade to black. None of us know what was said.
after she asked her little question
Yeah.
and like looks in your
And one,
excuse
so
me, what
you
was
need
it?
to keep a note that you get a bonus to your next die roll during this mystery. And then also, Laura, I needed to leave an answering machine message and I totally forgot.
Oh, don't
Um,
worry. It's
I'll
okay.
do that next time. If you could help to remind me, like you guys just look over your Maven moves, and then if something involves me, then let me know in the beginning, of each session. That would be helpful for me.
Mhm.
So, threshold reduced by one clue. Because with the void clues, you have to collect a certain number in order to activate the void mystery, and each time that um, Carolyn meets with this person, the that goes down by one. So if you needed 10 clues in order to start the mystery, then it's now 9, and then the next time it'll be 8, etc. Um, you could probably tell I'm wrapping this up. Does anybody have any final words of what their maven? Let's do a closing scene for each of our mavens. And leave Eunice for last, because it'll be the best, I think, with the
Mm,
darkness. Each of you are walking into your homes. What's happening at the end of the night? Sheriff
I think,
definitely gave you guys a ride.
yeah, I think Laura walks up the entryway for to her front door. She takes out her keys and she opens the lock. And when she takes out her keys, she remembers that she drove all the other mavens to the to the restaurant, and the sheriff drove them back, so the car is still way over there. She's like, oh, dang, I gotta walk over there again tomorrow. As she like closes the door, and you hear keys just being tossed into like a bowl, and really that's all you see as she just walks into her house to end the night.
Catherine?
Yeah, Catherine walks into her house. She has all of her things organized, so like she'd hang up her lab coat and then hang up her keys on the designated hook that's labeled keys, obviously. And she remembered that Laura still has her wig, so she didn't have to take it off and put it in its place tonight, but is hoping that Laura knows how to take care of her wig for her. So
That's a no.
it may have just been a donation. So Catherine would probably um, reflect on the day and before turning out the light, and she would put on um, the next whatever book we're supposed to be reading for the next book club. She would listen to it on her like audio book service, and she'd start listening to that before falling asleep.
Nice. Eunice.
So I think Eunice arrives on her porch, and she hasn't talked the entire time. they were in the car or even walking up to her porch, she looks very unfocused, kind of just staring at the ground. For probably the first time in a very long time that you guys have known her, she looks like she is lost. Like she does not have any purpose. Like she has no clue what to do. And so she just, I think she's just an autopilot. So she's on her way to, bed. Um, and every, she's getting, she's taking her dress off and every time she's like, I think she's in the bathroom getting ready to, just get ready for bed. And she walks by the mirror and instead of seeing her reflection, she just sees a silhouette.
And we fade to black. Yes, they are hand selected by oysters that Etienne has chucked. It was painstakingly created. He curated those pearls.
Oh no.
Ugh. Anyways, that was a ton of fun, you guys. Yeah.
Tell me what happens.
Tell you what happens with what?
The conversation I had.
I don't know. Neither of us are supposed to know.
How are we supposed to know?
No, it's a mechanical thing. It's supposed to be mysterious. I think you'll know more when it is fully revealed. Like I can't really tell you much because I have not collected. You guys have not rolled enough to help me collect stuff for the Void Mystery, so I can't really do that. You guys need to go into your character sheets and go to your end of session questions, and we'll start with Johan. Can you tell me if you completed yours?
I for sure know I did one, but the other,
Which ones are they? Which ones did you choose?
yes, I chose. Oh, yes. Did you behave like a woman half your age? And I think that's all I did.
Yes, I totally agree. You get an XP.
Yes. And the other is, did you share a memory of a late family member? But I did. I just mentioned my dead husband. That's it. So I don't think that one really counts. I think that
No,
one,
it has to be a legit like person, place,
yeah.
time memory. Okay.
For sure, for sure.
Knight, you want to go with Catherine?
Yeah, I don't know if I got either of mine either.
What did you
So
choose?
mine was, did you secretly undermine the authority or local official?
You sure
I
did.
d-
Not
You tried.
secretly. Not
I
secretly.
didn't secretly do it, no.
Yeah.
Pretty opposite.
And then my other one was, did you share a memory of a late family member? If you are saying that has to be person, place, and time, I definitely didn't do that.
What would you say would be your
Was when she's like, oh, Etienne reminded her of her first husband, James Moore, and that he was pathetic.
I think
Yeah.
that counts.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it. I won't argue.
Okay. So make sure to mark your experience, and then Bella.
I had. Did you share a memory of a late family member? I
Okay.
didn't even mention Thomas's name.
Your dear Thomas.
My beloved Thomas. Oh, how I miss him and his money. And did you show someone that you've still got it?
Yes, you still have a wine
I
addiction.
feel like
I feel
you
like
were
you had,
able to recoup from your drunken stupor when like the moment came.
Yeah, you sobered up.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good one. Yes.
I'll take it. You'll give it to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Eunice.
Did you share the memory of a late family member? Yes.
Oh,
after
absolutely.
I remembered his name.
My memory book is empty.
I literally, there were blank pages. And then my other one was, did you show someone you've still got it? And, I mean, unless you want to count absolutely shutting down Etienne, then no, I don't think so.
That's up to vote.
I mean,
Oh boy, I don't know which way to
Build
go.
yourself
with that
No,
one.
she got a date
yeah.
and she went for dinner
That's true.
That's a
and
good
she
point.
got
She wanted that.
she got dolled up.
I mean, by force.
by force. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
but she
She
did
still
ask
got
for
it.
it. She asked for it though.
Okay, it was forceful.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think shutting him down and standing her ground is that she still got it.
Okay.
Like
Everybody
she
agree?
still has her yeah.
Okay. Sure.
That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
Alright.
yeah,
think.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, I got an advancement.
Whoop.
In
Make
one
sure that you
session, I
marked
got
it.
5 experience.
Make sure that you mark that advancement. Um, let's do stars and wishes real quick. Let me.
And we have another session tomorrow, guys.
We
right?
do. You guys do need to know that I need to start 30 to 45 minutes late. Like I need to start at 7 to 7:15 Central Time. Usually we start at 6:30 Central. So,
Okay,
cuz
15-ish.
I have to go work the barn and I can't be home like but if I'm lucky I'll be home by 7 and then I'll get ready
And then
and
you'll-
come on
yeah.
here.
So tomorrow's our second last session, potentially.
Second to last potentially tomorrow.
For
I
this mystery.
tomorrow I want to get you guys into the funeral and reception.
Yes.
Which Etienne was totally gonna invite Eunice to, but he is totally not.
Oh
I'm gonna go
boy.
anyway.
Dress I
Oh,
can
she's gonna
wear
be
for
wearing those
tomorrow.
pearls too.
Who,
I have a
Catherine?
dress I can wear.
No, Catherine's not wearing pearls.
Oh right, pearls are
Goodness.
Eunice.
okay. Pearls are cheap, etc. Okay, let's do
Dress I can
stars
wear for
first.
tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Who wants to go first for stars?
Oh, there's so many good ones. I mean, I know mine
Yeah.
was the absolute devastation of Etienne.
Wow.
Good job. And who do we have to thank
I
for
have
that?
been thinking about it since it was first brought up. I mean, this
You
has been a
wanted to dump
no.
him?
I mean, I've been thinking about what I would do.
Wait, the fluffy white dog was a clue?
Yes. That's why I had you
Yeah.
roll meddling.
For
Yeah,
sure,
I
for
thought-
sure.
Bella thought it was a clue, but Carolyn thought.
I also thought it was a clue,
friends.
but I thought it was going to be a thing of like trying to lead you guys away so that something would happen to me and Laura.
Oh, my doubt
Yeah.
was whether it was void or mundane. And that was where my
My guess was it
So
So
was
would
like
we have
one of-
known whose dog this was, since it's such a small town?
You.
Would we have cared?
But
It's
also
because it's a
tourist town, so it might have been a
complication.
tourist.
It's because the complication that
Oh.
you do. I cannot reveal that to you yet.
Okay, I get it.
I don't
It's the
trust
9
Fluffy
that I rolled, right?
It
for
is.
most of them.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I've known a lot of mean, fluffy white dogs.
Okay.
Ryan, I love your stuff. I would give her all the kisses.
Who wants to go next?
You're fluffy. Dog.
For
Oh yeah,
stars.
she's great.
She's adorable.
She's wonderful.
I say that for me, my favorite part was getting enlisted for the kitchen crew and just playing that whole scene out, buzzing tables and
I was
in the
so
kitchen.
excited because I came up with that idea. I was like, yes. This is such a trope. We're going to make it happen.
it was super fun. By the way, for 100%, Laura was trash talking Eunice with the other like bus boys and people in the kitchen when they all like talking about, wow, that old lady just tore that other guy down. Or, like, I can't believe she did that. And Laura was just definitely trash talking.
Who wants to go next? Okay, go ahead.
I will go next. My favorite part was just the whole scene with the police, from calling to kind of playing up the fact that she pretended to be his wife at one time, and just kind of carrying on the joke to kind of guilt him into do whatever she wanted him to do, which ended up sort of working. So
It did. Okay. Catherine.
Yeah, I think for Catherine, the star was definitely trying to tell the sheriff off about being obnoxious with the lights and her rescue attempt for Carolyn. She really, her and Carolyn are really good friends, so she has her back, but they like to give each other lots of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think, we're doing wishes as well.
We are. You can start us off for wishes.
Okay. I think for Catherine, next round, she wants to talk to one of the Kraus family members at the funeral.
Promise there will be plenty of that. Anything else?
I mean, her wish is to find out who this private is.
Lieutenant?
Find out from. I don't know if that information is available, but
It can be, depending on how well you roll.
fair. We'll just keep rolling until I roll proper.
Okay.
Just
Who wants to go next?
Spam it.
There you go.
Wishes for me next time. I think it's a variation of what I have. Instead of just trying to distract them, I'd say I'd like to use tarot cards to confront the family with the clues we have, like dropping hints like that there's a will and there was a list and the vase was broken and that he died one day before the official report say all that stuff. Just start dropping hints while I was doing a tarot reading.
I got you. Okay. Eunice or Carolyn?
Carolyn's wish is going to be.
Can I say that you got revenge embarrassment on Catherine with the wig thing?
Finally. Yes. All right.
Okay.
Carolyn wants to do something nice for Catherine
Aww,
to make up for all the shit that she's given her.
that's really nice. Unnecessary, but really nice.
Like, you didn't have to.
I didn't have to, but I want to.
As for your cozy move with your daughter, you can call for that yourself anytime. You can ask for a cozy.
What?
You can ask for a cozy move anytime because it doesn't have to be linear.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a
So
cozy move right now?
no, I mean during gameplay.
We're always gaming.
Right.
Yeah. And she wants to try to figure out if the fish has anything to do with the hooded figures that she saw dancing around.
They weren't dancing.
Well,
I thought that's
They were
important to note.
Loitering. They were loitering.
They were loitering.
they were doing their spooky magic.
They were praying in
Spooky
low,
magic.
monotonous tones.
Were they speaking tongues?
Something like that.
They were
Would
definitely
Carolyn
speaking
know?
tongues.
Would Carolyn know? Okay, Eunice. Date with Etienne marked off.
Yep.
What
I
else?
had that as a wish, and then
That
you
was a
did-
wish?
That was a
It
wish.
was a wish to get it over with because it has been absolutely killing me.
And then you shot him down?
She is
Look.
not as sweet as she seems to be.
Look, Eunice had the man of her dreams, and she doesn't need another one because no one will ever be as fulfilling as Robin. So
That's
Carolyn's
sweet.
gonna go
That's
after
fair.
ATN.
That's fair.
Carolyn's gonna go after ATN.
I was like,
She
who's gonna
should.
go? I was thinking, who's gonna go after him?
You're gonna get pearls. Just
I
so
think
you know.
I think Etienne
But
says
he found
that
them for her.
Eunice is the only lady for me.
Oh
You're
gosh.
the only one who buys his fish. Your fault.
Then how is he? Then how is he rich?
Sorry, y'all
I
just
don't
won't buy
know.
fish.
Just
Sorry,
kidding.
Etienne, I'm
Hmm.
just never gonna buy it from you again.
Right.
Sounds like a mystery.
I'm pretty
Carolyn
sure
might
there
take
are
up-
others.
Anchovy
Carolyn-
paste for her Caesar salad.
Oh, there you go.
Carol's gonna learn how to make sushi now.
I don't
So
know
she's
if you'd
thinking
want the fish that he has for your sushi. Cod and pollock.
Anyway, so my wish.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
go
my-
ahead.
I think my wish is to use my new Maven move for my advancement, which is Scarecrow.
Tell us about it.
I gotta find it again. Okay. At the beginning of a session, a stranger will press something into your hand or leave something in a place you're sure to find it. The keeper tells you what it is. It will function as a clue, but isn't attached to any particular mystery at first. You can choose to assign it to any mystery
Oh,
you wish.
cool. Okay, I need you to remind me at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty neat. I like that. So now both of your wishes start to use both of your new moves.
I know. I really expected to be able to use that one today.
Use my new moves. Okay, there we go.
Next session, you guys gotta get into a fight.
Yeah, y'all fist fight something. I don't know. And roll badly. Roll poorly.
Or
I think-
don't, and just be cool. Like, either way. There's no losing.
I think that's it.
That's true.
So tomorrow we will reconvene at 7 to 7:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or
so 8 to 8:15 Eastern
Eastern.
Standard, y'all.
yes. And we will get to the funeral and reception for Mr. Albert Kraus and find out what exactly is going on in this family. Until next time, we are signing off. I am Savvy, even though you can't see me.
Hmm.
Yeah, y'all want to
I'm
sign off?
Bella.
There you go.
I'm
I'm
Larian.
sorry.
I thought I was gonna go and he didn't.
I'm so tired. Bye. I'm Johan.
I'm Pineapple.
See y'all.